All right, I have returned. Took a short break, only a couple of days actually. I think I streamed Tuesday. I don't even remember. I didn't stream for 2 days, I think, but I'm back. I did some stuff off screen. I think I did a couple side quests. I got good amount of it done. There has not been a patch, unfortunately, to fix any of the issues the game has right now. Still, whatever. I guess. I think I upgraded some of my weapons. Yeah, I upgraded this thing. I have no idea what I did last on stream when I didn't, but I upgraded that weapon. Oh yeah, I found out how to quick switch. There's a setting. I feel like there was a little bit of a delay there. Thought I could do that faster, but I guess not. Maybe when I'm running? I don't know. But yeah, last time we got a letter from the prince. He's gonna get married? Or the king? Actually, he might be the king now. But yeah, I got a lot of quests done. Like, I think I have only, yeah, the fucking pink flower one. Most of them were mundane. Go get this stuff. Yeah, let me show my weapons. Yeah, level 2. Okay, that's level 2. Yeah, Faith is level 3. So it does a lot of damage. 240. I got a couple. Oh, why does that still say new? Okay. I got that because I had a shit ton of money. I got that. But yeah, Phoenix Spear is level 2. It does a shit ton of damage now. Pretty insane. Let me lower my mic a bit. There we go. That should be a bit better. Yeah. I don't know how close we are, but I would like to get this done eventually. Not soon. But I would like to move on to something else. So I'd see myself would probably have like a good amount of hours left. But hey, I got rid of most of the side quests, so we could probably just plow through the story now. Look at that. Fast kill. Oh yeah, I got a show, but like not here. Items. I got like I was in the robot place for a bit. And I got shit ton, unless I sold them. Yeah, look at that. Look at all those stripped bolts and dented metal boards. Oh, 69 broken antennas, nice. But yeah, lots of progress on my own time. I can just focus on the story. Money's good, 118,000. And I got good enough levels. Been watching some videos in here and there, and I do wanna. Once I'm done with this, I can go back to doing Donkey Kong, because I don't even think there's a lot left for me there. I mean, there might have been, but I do want to move on to Donkey Kong Country 2 because that game looks really good. Oh, hello, hello, dog. I feel bad. Oh, I feel bad. I don't want to kill the dogs. I'm not. I can't do that. Can't do that again. Poor things. Also, I think I learned that doing this is faster than running. I don't know if that's how true that is, but it's been fun enough where I was doing that constantly. Ow. So yeah. I don't even have to kill these things, honestly. Oh, come on. I realized that a lot of the Donkey Kong games, like the retro ones, are like games in my childhood that I just never finished. So all three Country games, even though I played Country 3 on GBA originally back in the day, and then 64. God, I don't know if I want to play 64. That'd be another log stream. I think I gotta pick and choose like short games, and then after a couple short games, I can do a long game again. I could skip this. That way, I don't drown myself in one game for such a long period of time.
I didn't save him so much as just find him.
We do not, my good man. Pray elucidate us on the nature of this object.
It looks valuable. Are you sure?
Then we would be honored to receive it.
Yeah! Now we can actually go through the store. I wonder how early I could have gotten that. Shit. Let's go.
What kind of work? I can do that.
Okay, do I have that? I don't have the crystal for sure. Yeah, I don't have the crystal. I don't know where I would get that, but let's just get into the mansion. Oh, hello. You can actually go inside. I thought it was just gonna trigger a cutscene.
Ah, Kakere!
We hear your days of bachelorhood are coming to a close, King.
Congrats.
Forgive my prying, but we are all eager to know the identity of your lucky bride.
失礼きた。最強り。
Oh shit.
Hold on. Fira?
You have grown into a fine example of womanhood. I'm sure you will make a splendid queen.
Kaine's gonna want to see this.
な。つえ、イラソータサッタラ、銀とソンキシチって大釣りだったらき。お、見えるさい
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Your Royalness. Congratulations on your wedding.
たく。
I'm sorry Kaine's not here, but
結構来るなろ一致して沢たいて土地。あたちやった。夜せれ、やりさたち、とてテスレ。
Of course. How could we refuse?
Cool. Wow. The night before the wedding.
To think they even have rules governing the timing and water temperature of a bath.
What's it to you? You don't even take baths. Kaine?
What is the matter?
I don't like this. Weddings are festive occasions, you know? Should I even be here?
We were invited here by the king, remember?
Sure, but what about everybody else?
This city isn't like our villages. It's all about the rules here. And since there isn't a specific rule about you, I honestly think they won't give a crap.
Yeah, maybe.
Will you at least procure a new set of lingerie for the festivities? Some spring colors, perhaps?
Keep talking, Book.
What's going on? It's the king is having a wedding. Wedding since when? Since 5? Okay, because you haven't watched the first part. I did a lot of this in the first part, maybe. In the first part, we saved the king from, like he went to go look for the mask because without the mask he can't become a king. Like it was his father's mask and he lost it in the temple, I think, if I remember correctly. And the girl he's marrying is a girl that Kaine had saved a while back. She can only speak in sign language. Now they're getting married. That was the last thing we saw at the end yet. Last stream was we got mail from him like, hey, I'm getting married. Come over.
Oh,
What's up?
just having trouble getting to sleep.
Something bothering you?
No, the opposite, in fact. I'm just so excited about the wedding that I can't settle down. I bet it's gonna have streamers and dancing and bears on unicycles and everything. I'm sorta jealous. I wish I was Fira.
You'll find a nice bride someday, Emil.
Huh? Oh, right. Bride.
You must be tired indeed if you misunderstood that simple social nicety.
You were at work during the first part of the stream. Yeah, also Emil's gay. He is confirmed gay, by the way. Pretty sure he's into us.
Yeah, that's not exactly it.
Wow. I wouldn't blame him.
竜帝隊終えた。ゼルガンと救世し続いている。가이상을 tukte tukkizoto yarits다. 정시지 이와이츠도 찬사 로아인다.
Everyone needs to blow off steam and celebrate once in a while.
Indeed, your people have earned a moment of rest and respite.
고대다.
Plus, you want to make Fira happy, right? Anyway, life is better when you have someone to fight for.
아르트르와 지사다다. 対決達ささ
Day of the wedding.
Aw, weddings are the best. There's flowers everywhere. Everyone's happy. It's just great. I'm kind of jealous. Aren't you jealous, Kaine?
Nah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. It's fun.
異牛と螺旋地恋アルテルはシース用林地こってちサイトズセお定期
さてれるたいと
shit. Oh. Oh shit. What the fuck?
Is a shade.
Look at that. Ah. Okay, well, time to fucking kill it
Leader
because I'm
seems to have
broken.
the power to reflect magic. The wolves appear to be targeting you.
Fear! Fear! Fear あさって消されきろ決定する
改ざん草ちあっち我
フェア答えよりるゆ
たく
んだ
わたきおようりかちすれてたく
フェア浮いてるフェア焦ろ
したかれきたたさすとりたできた
カスキだイサイサの下ちとけるだカスキだ
改ざん
トイキッチ歌を打ってグッとより打ってやりすかすきたインカゼルガーゼス
I would rethink this course of action, King. Ahead lies a battle you cannot win.
改ざんより
アフェアス
ね
ザルツザルツゼルガーザルツンだゾルキアレル
ぞでおられきたもユリペルアトルカイザムタトデクラクルトデクゼルガアントイカラツグキテテカイザムタリエキューサカイザムラ夫と来てソードリリスダカイ
The king's grief is strong. I doubt he will stand down at this point.
Yeah. I'm guessing he'll run off to take on the wolves any time now.
Will we let him go by himself?
Of course not. Hell, I hate the wolves too.
Then we must prepare for the fight. It will not be an easy one.
I know.
What the fuck? What the fuck was that? I'm actually sad and upset. What the? There is no happiness in this. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how there's no fucking happiness in this fucking game. I was doing the fishing quest. Not even the fishing quest does it have a fucking happy ending. I get the big ass fucking fish. Spoiler for that side quest if you fucking give a shit. He's like, oh, fish, the big kahuna. I go fish it. I come back. He's like, oh, where's Pops? Oh, he died of a heart attack in the morning. What? So fucking also, yeah. This motherfucker is smiling the whole time. He's fucking asshole. It's so fucking shitty, bro. God. Also, that like lamenting delivery, like the crying delivery of the king is so good. Also, the fact that Freya talked in the end threw me off. Like, shit, man.
Are you ready for battle?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm fucking broken. Do you see this spear on my back?
Yeah. Time to avenge Fira.
Also, I called her Freya. I meant Fira.
フィアヤーリルセルガンキゾとヤージツトレル引き打ち決アウーアルテムアタドスコスライダー
Madness. The wolves who attacked were only a fraction of the pack. How will you fight them all?
セルシタイ
Then count us in.
デケは中和せ
We're not doing it for you, dumbass. It's for Fira.
Kaine, you can't speak to a king like that.
If this is indeed the plan, then let us make haste. We can ill afford another tragedy.
フェロアタグとトゥユアアルアキント
One-handed sword, ancient overlord. Okay.
カイザム・アクラ。
ゼルガーン撃つと避けた
これでサト・アルテルア・チンクルチュラス。
アルテルはトヤリラフィアクスタあ
ティン。
フィアギキタタトサダキラツヨリウタタキツシリュウリュウトサ
ティン。
よりワイソトフィアとツだったあ
ティン。
アンダドセ
ティントシケン。ユー・カイザムデク。アンダ・ルアミ。
しか
アンダ、いえ、フィア、ロテとやりかきそできた。と食いてゲルだ。エラ・ラールヘルアとカイザムでカイザムとアイトフィア・アイザムでフィア・チュレ・セキタとトダゼルガンでアンダ・ゼルガンヤーリツ・ガッチ・クリトカイザン・ゼスタル・ペラ老体リスラ関係かけてしたすわれアルムーキエルトチギサンってきた
あるん
浮きわせんクユリエ
押して
キルタチエククギリスアーガイ
え
カイザムより生きおつじデクゴ
ユラ
カイザムチツストジーおわくれたしうり
こうだだちより歌いクリゼルガンタチトグだ リー行ってクタイ
Forget it. It's for Fira.
Let's move.
All right. All right, so he doesn't take any magic damage. I see.
The wolves appear to be targeting the king.
せゲルダカイザムカイザンリケオリ
He seeks the king of Facade. Such dogged, unwavering defiance. Why do these beasts hold so much rage?
That's a good question.
The smaller wolves are not infected with shades. But as for the leader,
If even one shade is here, then I have to kill all of them.
ザルツゼルガンストと覚悟
Slaughtering all the wolves, man. I feel bad.
サゴスサイキ
above you, stay on your guard.
All right, Basshole, come here. Eat shit. I just punted him. Only that one's a shadow wolf. Or shade. And the loyal Cerberus fragment. That was the one. That was the only one that killed Fira. That's what we just killed.
I believe that young Fira was perfectly content with the life she had. Of course. Does this not sound like what she would say to you? She was terribly proud of her king, and now you must do all you can to honor her memory.
Data, Doris, Kyoryu, Kutaitu, Richilail, Kaizam, Chittada, Kete Taisoto, Chi Taterunda.
Is that another infernal rule?
Ulano Perua, Tonri, Arterua, Chioaru. Anta Toshitoshi, Arterua, Yariru. Lo, Fia.
The poor king.
This is all the Shade's fault.
Come, we'd best to leave him be.
Time to go. Time to go back home.
This is the last of them.
Yep, it
now
is.
we can find the Shadow Lord. And Yona.
This is it.
We certainly can.
Hold on, Yona. I'm almost there.
I honestly thought this would take longer now that we unlocked that whole top area. How they meet? Watch the first part of the VOD. Basically, she helped us find him. So yeah.
We should return to Popola and see if she has any final words for us.
Yep. Should be the end. We're getting close to the end. Or at least end of... Yeah, you mean King and Freya? Yeah. She helped us find the king, like when he went to go look for the fucking crown. Yeah. So yeah, we should be getting close to ending A. I'll be doing the other endings too. I don't know how how the endings work. I know it'll drop me like off somewhere else, like at a different point in the story, and then just continue from there.
I marvel at how relatively simple a task this retrieval process proved to be. It is almost as if someone deliberately set us on this path.
You're overthinking again, Vice.
But...
I don't care if it's a trap. Yona's waiting for me and I'm going.
I see.
You know, he's right. Like, it's like someone guided us. It's very weird. So that music's different.
You're really gonna do it? The whole village is buzzing, you know. They say you're gonna go rescue Yona. I guess it's really happening, huh?
I'll bring her back. I promise.
About that.
Yeah?
Nothing. Never mind. Popola just loves to worry. Anyway, you be careful. Yes, do be careful.
Thanks.
Alright. It seems weird though, they were very reluctant to like, it's like they were gonna tell me don't go. I don't know, that sounds kinda sus. Okay, will we need anything? Let's buy some potions if they sell any. No, they don't.
Come again.
I don't need to go. Come again. Thank you. Come again.
Oh there, getting on?
I missed the guy with the red bag. Wait, where do I have to go? Oh.
Oh there.
Yeah, we have to go to the Lost Shrine.
Are we ready?
Let's all make it back alive, okay?
It's a plan.
Oh man, I can't wait for everyone to fucking die because this game doesn't have happy endings. Look at that. Straight up already, we have a bunch of these fuckers. Let's switch to Go-Go Gadget Arm. I'm so glad I have this spear because it's so good. I should not be allowed to have this. Also, let's check the Ancient Overlord. Oh, that looks kind of cool. Too bad Faith is good and upgraded. I don't feel like upgrading other weapons because it's kind of unnecessary right now. They give you too many weapons. Like, what difference does this make? Like magic power, them being light or heavy. Like, I'd assume light is better because it's faster, right? That's my assumption. I could be wrong. Oh, is there an off screen? Oh yeah, look at that. Ow. Ow. What was that? I don't like that thing. Let's get a lance. It didn't do anything. Did I completely fucking miss? I think I did. There he goes. Boxes. I feel bad because I assume the. Actually, I can adjust the game difficulty, right? Can I? I don't think I can. Nope. That's fine. I was like, can I just make a game harder? Because I'm gonna potentially plow through this final boss with my freaking Nimrod over here. Ow. Or not. Maybe you'll just have high ass fucking defense. Wondering if I should even fight these guys. Might just be a waste of time. I don't know if the XP is actually even worth it at this point. Oh! Look at that. Dead. Oh, I thought that would be a medicinal herb. So I have a feeling Yona's alive and not dead. Just a hunch. Only because that guy, the Shadow Lord, looked exactly like us. I have a feeling that it's like, wow, I want a sister. My sister's dead, so I'll take yours. Because you're me and I'm you. It's some type of shit like that, I don't know. That makes sense. I'm not gonna, you know what? I'm not fighting. I'm good. 28,000 XP. Like, there's no reason to. Oh, actually, you know what? A boss. I have to cleave right through him. Ow! Oh, Maza. No thanks. Music's getting epic. I mean, it's already been epic, but you know what I mean. Let's get rid of him real quick. I don't want him shooting me. I don't need that in my life right now. They keep giving me fucking items. Hi. Did we go through the door? No, we like opened it. Unless I missed it and we actually just walked through it. No, that's what you meant? Oh, yeah, we did. I don't need any herbs. Give me other stuff. I have like all this other crap that I rarely use, honestly. Oh, is this the door I need to go through? Hi. Bye, Felicia. You know, I really like that when I jump and land, I don't lose my running momentum. Fortunately, I lose my momentum when I double jump. Like, either way, it's something. Really nice. I think a Nier Automata doesn't do that, and it bothered me. Ow! Get out of here. Good magic user. Oh. Target the camera kind of locked behind it moved. I knew it just appeared out of the air. Yeah. Hold up, I need to sneeze real quick. Yeah, that should be better. Sneeze. Achoo. If only I didn't have violent sneezes. man. This is it, the final dungeon. I think. Unless there's another part.
Such an ominous sight. And yet I find it strangely nostalgic.
Yeah. This is where Vice and I first met. And first fought together.
Wow! This is where you used to live, Vice?
Well, yes, I suppose. In a technical sense.
Pretty nice digs for a floating magazine.
At least it was free from annoying hussies like yourself.
You cannot turn back from this point. Let's go.
And now the path is open.
Huh. This place is pretty. I did save. I always save. I always save like twice. That should be fine anyway. Oh, yeah, this place is beautiful. Oh, hello, bird.
To whom does the true voice speak?
Hello?
To whom does the true form show itself? You must answer.
It can talk!
I ask, why did humans disappear from the world?
The hell is this?
I believe this is some manner of password.
Password?
Yes. The correct answer should grant us access to the castle. I feel confident I have heard this somewhere before.
To whom does the true voice speak? To whom does the true form show itself? I ask, why did humans disappear from the world? You must answer.
Because of a black disease?
I answer, because of a black disease.
I ask, how can humans extend their lives?
By separating body from soul.
I answer, by separating body from soul.
I ask, what is the destination of souls?
They are placed in their corresponding shells. They are in the promised land, bursting with light. This sounds better.
I answer, they are in the promised land, bursting with light. Blast. I appear to have made an error.
Oh, fuck. I guess I got something wrong. Try again.
To whom I ask, why did you must... how can... I ask.
This one? They are placed in their corresponding shells?
I answer, they are placed in their corresponding shells.
Very well.
Shit.
You are acknowledged as master.
Yo, I'm the master.
You may enter.
Well then, it seems the way is open.
Okay. What's this? Two-handed sword, Phoenix sword? Okay. Yo! Holy shit. That's like the equivalent to my spear. Look at that. Look at this thing. Hello? What are you doing here?
It's the twins from your village.
Popola, Devila, what are you doing here?
Hey, any chance you'll just go back to the village? This is a very dangerous place. Even if you can find Yona here, you probably can't get her out.
How did you get here?
Shh. We're asking the questions right now.
We're here to rescue Yona. Back to the village.
We're here to rescue Yona.
No dice, huh? Well, I guess we don't have a choice then.
I knew these bitches were up to something.
No, I suppose not. How sad.
Oh, shit.
We didn't want to fight you. We really didn't want to.
I guess we're fighting them. Let me check sound options real quick. I start music volume. Okay.
What's happening?
Sorry, but this fate was predetermined. Still, we spoke to truth. We really wanted to avoid this if possible. We were hoping to put it off for 100 years or so. Until the next generation came along.
What are you talking about?
Are they shades?
I don't think so.
It's a lie. I don't believe it.
We never thought you'd grow to be this powerful.
This is madness. Why do you block our path?
You have no cause to speak so with us, Grimoire Vice. You are a traitor.
What? What's going on?
What now?
My boy!
They copied my powers.
Oh?
Ah, shit on a shingle. They can use the sealed verses.
Of course we can. The power came from us in the first place. You were simply loaned a small portion of it.
Vice, are you all right?
Devila, Popola, why are you guys doing this? Why are you siding with the shades?
Okay, that broke my block. Ow. They're almost dead.
Why?
The answer to every riddle lies within the heart of the Shadow Lord.
Shadow Lord. So you've been on his side this whole time?
You must search for that answer yourself. You've got to face your own truth now. Please, enter the Shadow Lord's castle.
Ain't Shadow Lord's castle map.
Devila and Popola are fighting us.
Yes, they do seem to be putting us through a great deal of...
You okay, Vice?
How odd. For long years, my mind and tongue have been my greatest assets. But now the latter seems to be... Hell,
Vice?
do not look at me like that. I am Grimoire Weiss. I am perfectly...
I don't think he's okay. Please don't kill him.
I think I hear a waltz.
What? What the fuck is going on? I'm genuinely confused.
It certainly is a grand affair.
Bunch of dancing bastards.
They're all shades!
Ah.
I think we're locked in!
It's not like I was planning to leave.
Yeah, it's a bit late for that.
God, what is going on? I don't know what's going on, man. I'm actually very confused. God, you know, let's try out the big ass sword. Why not? Actually, no, it doesn't do as much damage. Ah, jeez. Stab. All right. I gotta change some of the words on my weapons. Okay, let me do that right now. Just in case I get a little, yeah, I get a little bit better results. What was that? Armor break and XP rate. Okay, that's pretty good. Guard rate. Oh, MP recovery rate. Yeah, let's go. Don't know how useful that will be in the end. I do got armor rig. That's really helpful. Look at that stab. Yeah. I can't imagine the twist that's about to fucking happen with all this shit going on. But man, I really hope they don't freaking kill my book buddy. If they do, we're gonna have some problems. Also, we're just slaughtering these people like animals. These shades. Come on.
Damn it! They won't stop coming!
I'll open the next door. Cover me.
Oh, how I do love a good...
You okay?
Twice!
Hmm? Oh, right. Protect the hussy, yes? Good plan. Let's go.
Protect
Kaine for us!
Kaine! Hurry!
It's not open yet?
Do I look like a goddamn locksmith to you?
No, you idiot. What are you doing?
Lock doesn't want to open? Fine. I'll just break it down.
Stop, you impatient fool.
No, I need those items.
Goddamn no good bullshit bastard! Open the fuck up already! Ugh! Got it.
Kaine, look out!
Oh, what? What?
Are they laughing? These things are freaking me out.
They die in one hit, so they're not exactly.
What's wrong?
We need to help Kaine!
They're not. They're not exactly.
We need to help Kaine!
He's fine.
You okay?
Yeah. Well, we got problems.
What?
We don't need forgiveness, asshole.
Kaine?
Alright. Not that hard. Again, it's because I got big boy weapon. Oh!
Damn shit.
Oh dear.
This one has armor. Cool. Doesn't make much of a difference. I'm gonna freaking wreck his ass anyway. Unless he can just regenerate?
This thing?
Fog! Oh no!
I can't stop now. Damn it.
Stay focused, Kaine. Don't fall victim to such distractions.
Come on! We have to keep going!
Let's go.
Oh, are we leaving? Okay, we're leaving. We're poisoned. This is poison.
This way. Move.
Oh, hello. Dragoon Lance. Ah, but it's not as good. Ah, bro, I'm a Dragoon.
Up here!
How can we deal with this thing?
Go, go. Come on, Bombnos.
Please, hurry!
Everybody, let's go. Oh, this thing's fast. Oh, am I dead? I can't believe this. That killed me in one hit. Oh, that's garbage. Yeah, that's fucking bullshit. That killed me in one hit. At least we got a checkpoint.
Up here!
Imagine if there's a no death achievement
How can we deal with this?
and you get up until this point and that kills you. I'd be upset.
Please, hurry!
Or it should be faster.
Damn it, I can't get it open.
Attack incoming!
Oh!
The entrance is locked too.
It seems we are in a bit of a predicament.
Keep beating the shit out of it. Unless we have to like get it to run into it somehow. Oh, no cutscene. The boys, they're here.
傘程度と地いるとって
出土汗より一旦おきっとだ
あらペルアと試練地無責音イラコク
かついて
What are you doing here?
サルリとしたとカイザムとキロだろ
You are correct.
いやアラトテ三世たる
うわりとてトラス感化し金で
But
あらペルアと
どんだ来て切りごいたり
アフィアとさちちさったとトネルタカイザムチと
That's it! Get up!
えタッカー奇跡おあ
Hey! Stop! Let me go! Stop it! Damn it! King, no!
ギ後でアリクラーサ
Why are you lying? He's gonna die.
No! Open the door! You can't fight that thing on your own!
さらゆくくおタオキアルタイエト来るとこっちいるかてケタルイトエチケロアルテリアだせ
ギウジ
各石技師
真鍮カレルタカイザムテラス
あんだあらたてウラーヌペルアとチ
ウラーヌカイザムトットチ
Open the damn door!
Knock it off already. Let's go.
Kaine.
He's fighting for you. And for Fira. Don't let him die for nothing.
My friend.
Damn, that sucks, bro. Also, if you hear me sniffle, it's not because I'm crying, because I'm not. It's genuinely because fucking allergies are terrible right now. Fucking pain in the ass. Nobody lives the game. Everyone fucking dies. Sad. Fuck these hoes.
Devila! Popola!
Oh, look. You made it. We've been waiting for so long.
Why are you doing this?
It began 1300 years ago. Humanity, finding itself on the brink of extinction, undertook a last-ditch rescue plan called Project Gestalt.
Gestalt?
Do you still not remember, Grimoire Weiss? Then let's give you a refresher.
Shit. Lore. Obtain Project Gestalt documents.
Weiss!
My mind. I remember. Devila. Popola. You are not human. In fact. Oh no.
Yeah, sometimes the truth can be a real bitch. You want to finish that thought for him, sister? All of us, every person standing in this room, are mere shells created by the true humans.
What are you saying?
You still don't get it? You aren't human.
So then humans, I mean, the true humans, are extinct?
No. They still live on. You know them as shades.
Uh-huh.
Each shade is a twisted remnant of what was once a human being.
Crazy, huh? Now let's skip the part where you stand there with your mouths agape and just get down to business.
Wait. Wait!
Sorry, but we're gonna be needing that shell of yours. The rightful owner has been waiting for a very long time. Please don't be angry with us. We are only doing our duty.
I just realized the reason some of those shades in the field dropped school books are because those were probably fucking kids. We killed fucking kids.
Our endless existences have a single purpose: to control the lives of others in accordance with the will of the true humans. You have your own motives, your own desires. And we have ours. I fear it really is just that simple.
Don't speak such foolishness.
Sorry.
Alright, fighting time. What the fuck? No music. Oh, real music.
You and us, we're the same. Tools in the hands of a master.
No! I'm nothing like you!
Devila? Devila? Popola, are you crying?
No! Don't die!
You know, Popola, I understand now why we're twins. It's because we were born without souls.
Devila, I can't stop the bleeding. Oh god, I can't stop it!
This world is too lonely for one without a soul. There's too much emptiness. Our souls are missing. And yet somehow our tears still work. It's kind of weird.
Oh.
Sorry, sis. I love you.
Devila! Devila! Don't you go! No, I can't be alone! Devila!
Popola. Let's stop this now.
Stop? Stop? Now you want to stop? You think you have the luxury to stop? You cut down my sister like a goddamn animal and now you want to stop? Popola, wait! It doesn't have to— No one stops! It's way too late to stop! No one stops!
Oh shit.
Please, don't do this, Popola! You and Devila were like parents to me!
Those two have watched the world wither for time immemorial.
Oh, I'm eating shit.
It is difficult to imagine.
Ball.
I don't want to do this! I don't want to fight her!
Stop bitching and start fighting! It's the only way!
Oh, pre-rendered.
No stopping. No stopping ever!
The bridge!
Blast! We're trapped.
I've got an idea!
Yeah, I could just float.
I fear we're done for.
It'll be all right.
Ah.
You know, when I was young, I hated my eyes. And now that I'm older, I hate what my body has become. But there's something else there now. Something like pride, you know? I mean, without all this, I couldn't have become your friend. Goodbye, my friends. Thank you for everything.
Emil!
For so long, all I could do was destroy. But now, I have a chance to save something.
No!
Now get going, okay?
Emil!
Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be fine.
Emil! Emil!
Emil! You jackass, get back here! Emil!
Oh dear. Kaine's so unstable, and Vice can't stop arguing with people. hope they can hold it together once I'm gone. Well, I guess they'll just have to learn. I want to see you again. I want to see all of you again. Just one more time. I'm scared. I don't want to die.
Wow. Wow. Assume that's my human self. Diana, this is not the time. Lost our homie. Bound to lose more.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I don't have any words. I don't have any words. What did I expect? Honestly. Oh, I guess I was right, kind of. Like, I assume that the reason that our human form wants our replicant form is to... because he lost his sister, like the real human version? I still don't get it. Or I guess if it makes sense that body insulting, like he's trying to like bring it back together. Actually, that's probably it. There's a lot of motherfuckers. Jeez. Ow. What happened if we go back to the village? Probably get a game over, or Kaine would fucking bitch at us.
Yona!
Guess this is it.
This ends here.
Strike hard. Hold nothing back.
Ow.
How can a mere tool hope to stand against the Shadow Lord?
Don't speak in such a manner, fool. I am nothing like you. Strike it when it has stopped.
Be careful!
I know.
Oh, God. Stand down, bitch. Oh. Guess he fights just like us. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, he really is us. Yeah, strength capsule. Why not? Ow.
Vice, you alright?
Naturally, I am as fit as a fit.
Fiddle! Fiddle!
Wait. Brother?
Yona.
Oh. Oh.
Huh?
Please, just stop. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't need someone else's body. I don't want it. There's another girl inside this body. I can hear her. She won't stop crying. She says she wants to see her brother.
Yona's been possessed?
Shut up.
This girl loves her brother too, just as much as I do. It's not right, you know? It's not right that she can't see him. It's you, isn't it?
Yes, it's me. Let's go home.
I'm really sorry. I don't know what to... I'm so very sorry. No matter what. Just know that... I love you.
Hurry. The shade that possessed her is gone.
Cut!
I'm gonna pause here. When we went to the village, the Airy, and the shades were possessing the villagers, they were just going back to their fucking... going into their replicant forms, right? Like the... Oh my fuck, what the fuck?
Watch over Yona for me.
Oh man.
You don't understand your sadness. You think I'm gonna sympathize with you? I swore to protect my sister and my friends. If someone puts them in danger, they must stand aside or be cut down.
He still doesn't get it.
Come on! Let's finish this! Vice, what's wrong?
You freaking me out? Here, Vice.
What are you doing? Come so... Just do it. Strike the killing blow.
Got it?
No bother. One moment, please.
You okay?
Fine, just fine. All right, no, I'm not.
Vice.
It seems some headstrong idiot has decided to push me beyond my limits. I should have taken that job as a cookbook when I had the chance.
Vice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Only joking. I hate cookbooks.
But...
Let's go. Out of the way. I have one final task to fulfill.
Where are you going?
Why, to stop him, of course. But after that, it's up to you. Only you can see this battle to its conclusion. I wish you luck, my friend.
You can't.
Oh.
I swore I'd always fight by your side.
You are an exceedingly stubborn lad. You know that, yes? Perhaps that's why I've so enjoyed our time together. But I fear this is where our journey ends.
Vice!
Oh, and remember what I told you about using my full name? Well, forget it. I've grown rather fond of Vice.
Vice. I knew you'd come around.
Don't let it go to your head now.
Ah!
Something to defend. I have a reason to live. Shadow.
Big sloppy kiss, Shadow Lord. Let's fucking go. A world in flux achievement unlocked.
Is Yona all right? Oh God, no.
Oh, please, the girl is fine.
Vice? Where are you? Are you okay?
I am as well as can be, considering I have lost my physical form. Doubtless my voice will be the next to go, so listen closely. Your sister is safe. Do not mourn her, and do not give up hope. Instead, you must call her back to you.
How?
Use your memories. Recall the times you spent with her. Present her with proof that the two of you live still, and that your lives have meaning.
I don't know.
Typical. But take heart. I know you can do it.
What's my favorite food?
Ah, shit.
Cookies.
Oh, okay, I don't know that answer.
What's my favorite book? That's my magic storybook. What's my favorite place? Home with you. What's my favorite flower? The lunar tear, of course. Okay, one more question. Who do I love more than anyone?
I love this. It's me.
Is that you?
Yona.
Is this my body?
Yes, Yona. It's yours and yours alone.
You look bigger than before. Like you've grown up.
Well, yeah. I guess you haven't seen me for a while.
Have I been asleep this whole time?
Something like that.
It's almost like I'm a princess from some fairy tale.
Oh, Yona. I'm so happy to have you back.
Me too.
Kaine.
You and your sister, you have a good life, Kay?
Where are you gonna go?
Guess I'll...
You could stay with us, you know.
Thanks, but I'll pass. You know how it is. I got my own shit to take care of.
What do you mean?
Personal shit, alright? Anyway, take it easy, yeah?
Kaine.
Hey, look! It's beautiful. For the longest time, I heard someone telling me how they wanted to see the light. And now, they can finally see it.
Hey, what?
Thank you. I love it. It's so sunny today.
Yeah, it sure is.
Why are we young again? I'm confused.
Spell
deceit, imprisoned in twisting spells. Are we the plaything of fate, or merely the dreams that we're telling ourselves, telling our stories of danger, fearless attack,
Spike Spencer! What the fuck did he do? His question mark? He is. It's Yoko Taro. Fuck that motherfucker. What is this question mark shit? Wait, you just forgot what they did? I don't know what Spike Spencer did. I kind of forgot, but let's throw him in there. Oh, fuck. Okay. Exit the clear data save screen. Ending B. Load your clear data after completing the game to experience Kinase story. Now read a departed mother's diary in your house. Wardrobe has been added to the options menu. New outfits can be obtained by progressing through a departed mother's diary. Change music has been added to the game settings. Can I change it like back to the original music? Because I know there was something about it being like original music. Okay, so I got ending A. So now we just continue on. Let me check that options. Let's see. Game settings. Be in sound? Change the game's background music to tracks from Nier Automata. Why would I want that? I like the music in this game more. It makes me feel things. And I don't feel. Oh, wardrobe. Boy. Oh. Adult. I can wear the fucking, like the Automata outfits, I guess, from my DLC. I don't feel love for you. No, I always feel love for you. That's all. That's the only other thing I feel. I'm trying to say is like you make me feel and this music makes me feel. You know, like the gorilla song. Alright, so I guess from here on out we just get the different endings. Now it's Kaine's story. Let's do a little sneak peek of what's next.
Whenever I interacted with Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time. Anyway...
Kaine's dream is discrimination. The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from huts as the villagers huddled in their homes and waited out the rain. A single child, however, had braved the downpour and was now wandering slowly toward the wooden, hawk-shaped weather vane at the center town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as any could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived a shipwreck. Those traits combined with pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. If the beak turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then I. The child blinked. Rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long descent to the ground. Come on, come on! The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the vein slowly creaked to life. Spinning this way and that for a moment, it finally settled with the beak pointing firmly towards the east. East? Really? Before the vein could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no, they found me. A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as the stones continued their assault. Through the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out. Yoo-hoo, Kaine! The voice belonged to Demo, worst of all the bullies in the area. As Kaine struggled to stand, a final stone came skittering through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from a cut above her eye and blurred her vision. She could make out the shapes of Demo and his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed taken aback for a moment by Kaine's seemingly indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or did you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kaine knew those were not the only eyes on her. The tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to the sensation. It was one she had experienced many times before. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of their children, many encouraged it openly. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kaine was something to be hated, and if possible, destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, freak. Demo's words chewed at her like worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me, he can't hurt me, he can't hurt. Oh look, the little freak is gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead? Kaine prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. But if there were gods, they chose to ignore her. As Demo crept even closer, ever closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless. I'm a failure. I wish Demo's rock had taken my head off. Kaine couldn't meet Demo's leering gaze. She lowered her head and stared at the muddy puddle below her. The bully moved forward until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. The boy grabbed Kaine's face with thick fingers and yanked it upward. She tried to turn away. He forced her gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. Show me. No. Did you just say no? Demo grinned evilly. You don't say no to me. No one says no to me. Even taking his attention from Kaine, he called to his cohorts. Come on, guys, let's give this freak what she deserves. As soon as Demo finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kaine. Demo paused, still grinning, as Kaine curled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop. I don't get you, freak. What you acting like a girl for, huh? Everyone knows what you really are. Kaine ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane, continued to point east, as if supremely confident about the future it had chosen for her. Go home? Yeah, it's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. Freak, chanted the children. Freak, freak, freak. Kaine closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of the rain, letting it become her world entire. The rain fell, but the pain never came. Only when the laughter of her tormentors turned to terrified cries did she dare open a single blood-caked eye. Kaine was shocked to see Demo sprawled on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see blood welling from spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. Oh my god, he's crying. He's actually crying! Deprived of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves, as if waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. No savior emerged. They began an uneasy shuffle away from Kaine. The young girl was the least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was wrapped on the ancient woman standing a few feet away, struggling for breath. Oh, I need a breath. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage. Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. If any of you little bastards ever touch my Kaine again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it. The old woman crouched down, gently touched the hand Demo was using to cover the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. Ow! He screamed, leaping to his feet. Stop it! What are you doing? Quit whining. Ain't no one ever died from a scratch. You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch. A big one. That thing could have killed me. The old woman shrugged. Death is the best cure for stupid. Demo's face twisted with rage at her words, locking his eyes on Kaine. He took a step backward and spat on the ground. Get out. Leave this village. No one wants you here. Either of you. Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Demo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh. Ha, look at that fat boy go. Guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight. The woman's smile faded and she turned her attention to Kaine. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl and placed it around the young girl's shoulders, then proceeded to produced a cloth from the folds of her dress and began blotting at the blood on her forehead. Oh, Kaine, she said, why didn't you fight back? You're stronger than that lot. The words of her grandmother stung Kaine, and she turned away. Don't be nice to me, she said. I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore. Her tears held in check for so long, finally began to fall on the muddy ground below. Everyone hates me. They think I caused bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead. As Kaine's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hand on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, I can't read. She was a woman of surprising strength. Kaine found herself unable to turn away. Don't talk like that, girl. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next. It grants no mercy to any that attempt that crossing. You got a duty to fight until your last breath. Understand? The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice. You know, the pain of losing someone close to you, Kaine. You know, because you survived it. I don't know if I read that in the right tone. As the words hit home, Kaine was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, but when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaine called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence. The first few years together had not been easy, so I guess that's where she gets the vulgarity from. But with each year that passed, Kaine and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caking her face, that Kaine truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all these things and somehow emerged on the other side. Anyone could understand Kaine's pain and loneliness. It was her. Do I make you sick, Grandma? course not. Don't be an ass. Kaine drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. But my body, it's not normal. If I was normal, then Mom and Dad wouldn't... Hush, interrupted Grandma. I'll not hear another word of this nonsense. You are my granddaughter, and I love you. If folks have a problem with that, they can just go to hell. With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kaine's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable. The beauty of it made Kaine want to cry all over again. My gosh, these are lunar tears. Grandma, you made this for me? Lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without ever seeing one. Yet, her grandmother had somehow collected a dozen or more. Kaine reached up and touched the wreath as if she couldn't believe it was real. Where did you find these? Just stumbled on them while I was out doing the shopping. The old woman turned away as she spoke, leaving Kaine to suspect that the search had been more difficult than she was letting on. The pains she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in its construction, made Kaine's heart hurt. She reached up and gently adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it fell between her fingers. Didn't quite turn out right, said her grandmother as she squinted at it. These old hands have trouble with delicate work. Sure looks good on a pretty girl like you. Kaine blushed and turned away. Think I'm pretty? Of course you are. What a fool thing to say. Thank you, Grandma. Grandmother smiled. We're gonna be fine, you and me, she said. As long as we got each other, we'll be just fine. Kaine took her grandmother's hand in hers, and the two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the long walk home, Kaine gripped the hand with all her might, as if trying to stop smoke from drifting away on the wind. The rain had stopped, and I stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me, and that's enough. Even if it's us against the world. Kaine let her gaze drift up past the vane into the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of a rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned and headed for home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze. Daily life. Oh, this is a lot of shit. In the distance, Kaine heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had a purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The firewood produced, however, was far from a work of art as could be. Pieces of every shape and size were being flung about a barren yard with wild abandon. Anyone tried to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before the job was through. Stupid piece of shit axe. Kaine's grandmother flailed away with the axe, filling the air with both splinters of wood and words that would make the most hardened sailor blush. Grandma, called Kaine. That you, Kaine? Yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. Don't get too close or I might take your goddamn foot off by mistake. She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. It spun past Kaine close enough for her to hear the whistle, at which point she decided to step back. When she scuttled to a safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, Grandma, do you need help? I can get you water or lunch or a new axe or something. The axe, poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment, then smiled. Tell you what, I'm doing such a piss poor job of chopping. Why don't you come here and take over so I can go get the water? Shades have been restless lately, and I don't want you running into one of them bastards. Relinquishing the axe, her grandmother picked up a long pole with wooden buckets on either end. Gathering water was by far the most difficult of the two jobs. Kaine knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no changing it. Kaine did her best to help with chores. Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. She had a long list of plausible excuses. Kaine knew the real reason. She didn't want her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Kaine moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence a good distance from the area. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter, and rare were the days when any but the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they called home. Kaine enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching his grandmother leave, Kaine turned her attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life, and soon discovered why the old woman hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, and when she finally managed to connect with a solid stroke, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. Frustrated, Kaine swung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all, across the yard. Damn it. Crack. She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. Happier now, she picked up the axe and forced it from the wood and resumed chopping. She had a natural skill with the blade. The task was challenging. Blisters soon began to form on her small pink hands. This is tough. The logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms, ignoring the pain, Kaine redoubled her efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma had returned from the village. Setting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs and coughed out a wheezy laugh. Pretty clumsy, girl. You better practice it. You. Grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Eyes open, eyes wide, Kaine dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. Grandma! The old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket. Get the bucket. Can't. Let it spill. Kaine steadied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress. But Kaine didn't notice. Grandma, what's happening? Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother by the shoulder and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kaine away. Stop, she cried, breathing heavily. It ain't like I'm dying. Just tired from the trip is all. Kaine desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman's shaking hands and worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long life, hard life. It seemed the bill was finally coming due. The time when her grandmother watched over Kaine was ending. Sooner than either of them had feared, the position would be reversed. The next morning, Kaine came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. Grandma, you're sick. You need medicine. I'm going to the village. The old woman shook her head and tried to rise. Kaine gently pushed her down. It's all right, she said. I'll be fine. Grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. After what seemed an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. No, I don't like it, goddammit. I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up. The old woman watched as Kaine strapped on her boots and made her way down the road to the village. Hours later, as an unseen sun made its way across a dark and rainy sky, she was still watching. Oh, hold on, leave me a break. Kaine moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade, or worse, Demo and his gang. She encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and finally found herself at the entrance to the village. The few adults she could see glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands before slinking away into the shadows. Heart racing, Kaine took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. To be strong. She chanted those words to herself over and over as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on her town older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air and telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kaine's residence. Hey lady, said Kaine with a bravado she did not feel. Where's the apothecary? The woman's flabby cheeks shook in bewildered anger. How dare this thing speak to me? It seemed to say, but Kaine saw that her eyes held a different emotion. Fear. Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me. On this one. Which way? Kaine repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right, or hitching up her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. Kaine cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary. But the new emotion had little time to take root, as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Demo. Clearly, he had sent here on some kind of family errand because his gang of followers were nowhere to be found. Oh my god, he sputtered. What are you doing here, freak? Insult was delivered without force, and Kaine happily ignored it. Stretched on tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeeper for the medication. Ha! Barked Timo. The old bitch finally keeled over? Go to hell, Timo. The boy's eyes grew so wide they seemed ready to fall out of his head. Before he could let fly come back, or worse than punch, the apothecary told him to knock it off before he kicked them out of the store. Timo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kaine under his breath. As he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the owner prepared her medication. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with a label written in some indecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic, but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kaine a sense of peace. Surely, in a world so vast, there would be a place that she could call home. Far wall behind the counter rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had once contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its cruel magic. They were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. Like that picture? Kaine turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad. They seemed to stare through her and into nothing as he spoke. It's my daughter. I sketched her when she was just a little girl. She's been dead a long time now. Kaine didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. Pictures are wonderful things, continued the shopkeeper. Let what's closest to you live on forever. I did on that, bro. He shook his head slightly, then looked down at Kaine and smiled, handing her the medicine. He reached into his sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crayons. You should have these. There's no one left that I wish to draw. Kaine took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. Yes, I've heard the rumors about you, he said. It's a small village, and the words travel quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I also don't think they matter much. I know your grandmother, Callie. I think the way she was driven out of this town is just deplorable. His name is Callie? Thought Kaine suddenly. She was still mulling this new fact over in her mind as she reached out and gently took the crayons from the apothecary's hand. Grandmother is an old friend of mine, he said as Kaine scooted away yet again. I owe her very much. Wager she would like it if you drew a picture of her. Yes, I think she would like that very much. Kaine murmured in quiet agreement. Inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. A tiny, almost imperceptible step. I hope I read that right. But it was a step nonetheless. Enough tiny steps she might one day discover the rest of the world. Kaine returned home. She found her grandmother asleep in her bed. Her feet were blackened and raw, even bleeding a bit in places, leading Kaine to think that she had been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. She placed her medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave. She found the old woman's hand clasped around her arm. Already are you? Asked her grandmother with a yawn. Come here. Let me have a look at you. Grandma sat up and examined Connie from head to toe, finally satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild. She leaned back and allowed herself to relax. Well, how was it? Those bastards give you any trouble? It's kind of fun, said Connie with a small smile. No, seriously, it was. Fun, eh? Asked her grandmother with a voice which implied she believed anything but. Uh-huh. Anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know. She spoke and removed the crayons from her pocket. After a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandmother that she was going to sketch her portrait. Portrait of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone. Grandma, I'll make you live forever. Horse shit, said her grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed. Living forever would just piss me off. I put those crayons away and help me with dinner. Kaine would not relent. In the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of their house, as if posing for a master artist. Kaine took up the crayons, eyed her subject carefully, and set to work. Just as her grandmother was about to nod off, Kaine finished the piece. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and let it slowly drift to the floor. It's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all. Sorry, Grandma. I thought these crayons would, make drawing easy or something. The old woman's eyes narrowed at her granddaughter's disappointment. Let me be the judge of that, she said, ignoring the pain in her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face. It also could have been a boulder, lump of clay, or an incredible misshapen loaf of bread, all rendered in a chaotic array of colors. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, then slowly wheezed out a laugh. Oh, Kaine, she said between laughter, you truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me, and I love it. But, hush, I don't want to hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart. I'll treasure it always. True to her words, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. Days that followed, Kaine would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face. In action, she interpreted it as silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kaine could stand it no more and asked her grandmother to take the artwork down. Posh, said the old woman. I'll take this down when they roll me in my shroud. She pondered this for a bit, then turned to Kaine and dropped to one knee. Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before. And it makes me want to go on, so that someday you can feel the same happiness. It was a moment that burned itself in Kaine's memory, a perfect blend of pride and love and joy. They came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore to never forget this moment, to never forget the old woman who had made her place in the world possible. Time moves on. Memories move in and out of a life like ghosts passing through a hall. This moment will be different. Kaine swore, so I will remember it forever. Forever. Oh, there's more. Ugh. Kaine listened to the sound of crackling firewood and stared at the black object on her plate. She had been pushing it around the wooden desk for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the bemused stare at her grandmother. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew up her nostrils and made its home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug. The old woman threw some more wood under the cooking pot and snorted. It's no bug, you fool. You fool girl. It's a berry. Why the hell would I be feeding you bugs? Yeah, well, it looks like a bug, said Kaine. I think it's burnt or something, because it smells terrible. With that, Kaine held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing as little as possible. Oh yeah, that's terrible. All right. Why, you little brat, laughed the old woman. Look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me. That's a fact. 5 years had passed since the moment when Kaine's grandmother saved her from the bullies. As is often the way with two stubborn people, the relationship had grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurled abuse in equal measure. Kaine can now remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Kaine started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so this morning found Kanye lacing up her work boots and a breakfast of burned berry rolling through her belly. Where are you going today? Asked Grandma suddenly. Kanye looked up, surprised. The old woman rarely asked for specifics anymore. Well, I was gonna check out the Kalma trees and see if they were ripe. Thought we can make some jam or something. Oh, I'm gonna pick up some flagstones. So I need to take the wheelbarrow. Flagstones? What the hell for? Connie stared at her grandmother, then held out an arm and swept her around her home. Constructed mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble, the whole place sagged like a boxer in the final round. Grandma, a dying cat chewed through this house. I'm going to build a stone wall so we have some protection. The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world. Goddamn girl. If a bunch of thieves want to ransack this whole place, let them come. We got nothing worth stealing anyway. I'm not worried about these. I'm worried about shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday. The old woman tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter. Well, shoot. I don't know why you have to do it today. We can worry about it some other time. Grandma, no. If I don't go to the camel trees, we won't eat tonight. You know that. His expression passed across the old woman's face. For a moment, she was a small child lost at the carnival. Yes, she said after a bit. Yes, of course, you're right. I'm sorry, Kaine. Lately seems my mind is... She didn't finish the thought, instead walking over to her nightstand and gently taking the wreath of lunar tears from the drawer. The flower's petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness, and Kaine thought it was more beautiful now than the day she first received it. You're gonna be a true woman soon, Grandma said as she placed the flowers in the girl's hair. That means less chatter about shades and building, defensive walls, and more talk about how beautiful you've become. Annoyed, Kaine reached up to remove the garland, but the look on her grandmother's face stopped her hand. You're a beautiful thing, said the old woman. There ain't another like you in all the world. I'm very proud of you. Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day. Such a mouth on you. Where did you come from? Gee, I wonder. I'll teach you to sass me, girl, yelled Grandma. Suddenly, she lurched forward and grabbed Kaine by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazed grin on her face. Grandma, yelled Kaine in a quaking voice. Grandma, stop it, what the hell? The woman stared at her and blinked, then slowly held her wrinkled hands out as if it was the first time she had ever seen them. Oh ho, I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girls. Sometimes my mind just... Kaine thought the look on her grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing she had ever seen. Listen, she began. Maybe I should stay home after all. No, I won't have you stay here to keep an eye on old codger like me. Go get your fruit and your wall and whatnot. I'll be fine. And when you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you. Annie rolled her eyes, then kissed her grandmother on the forehead, and made ready to depart, trying desperately to ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. Annie could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. Don't turn around. Don't turn around, she told herself. In the end, that the temptation was too great. She spun on her heel, one final look at a small, bent woman standing in front of the ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. God, she looked so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just carry her away. Kaine worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. What little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow. She only found a couple stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself for the lack of focus, Kaine pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. She crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling back down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed by a thick black cloud that hovered just ahead, tracing its path with a finger. Kaine suddenly felt her stomach knot not in on itself. No, oh gods, no. Grandmother's house was ablaze, flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself. Grandma! Grandma! Heidi ran there, then, faster than she had ever moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone, went sprawling to the rocky ground. She kept her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. She got closer and closer. Kaine's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. It's too dark. It's too dark. Catches fire. Can't be fired. Too much smoke. Gotta save her. Gotta save her. Burst into the front yard and came to a sudden halt. Her worst suspicions confirmed. Smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick, inky blackness of an enormous shroud, or shade. The massive creature supported itself on 3 twisted feet and achieved balance through the means of a large armored tail. Scales, horns, and claws sprouted from its body in a random, chaotic pattern, giving it the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Kaine let out a roar and flicked its tail, sending small whirlwinds spinning around the yard. For a moment, the creature repeated into shimmering, inky blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend such a thing could actually exist. But then the smell hit her, a blend of rotted meat and excrement. The horror became real once more. The creature bellowed again. This time, Kaine responded with a scream of her own. Alright, you bastard, she thought as her scream echoed off the high cliffs around them. It's you or me, let's go. Jade eyed Kaine with an bemused interest, then it began looking from her to the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. Dread building in her heart, Kaine glanced toward the house. Through the smoke and flames, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. Grandma! The sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. She's alive, thought Kaine, alive. Kaine's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yard towards the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she could advance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a roar powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blast sent Kaine tumbling through the air before smashing her against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes, and she tried to remember how her legs worked. Get up. Get up. Get up, get up, get up now. Kaine struggled to her feet. Shade stomped toward the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground. Tip of a claw. The old woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach. She might well have been pushing a mountain. Coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air. Collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. Kaine lurched to her feet, only to fall back to earth with a gasp. Ankles were on fire. One or both of them were surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. Grandma, hold on, just a little longer. Grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only the whites were exposed. Kaine pulled herself across the ground with maddening slowness, the distance seeming to increase with every second that passed. The shade glanced between the two women and flicked out its tongue, its giant mouth turning up at the corners. Short, panting breaths belched from somewhere deep inside its core. Bastard, laughing at us. She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotion, but there could be no doubt the shade was taking joy in her suffering. Yeah, I see your pain. The shade moved its claw slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe again, clearly keeping her alive to only snuff out her life when Kaine was close enough to touch her. I'm going to kill this bastard. Summoning all her strength, Kaine rose to her feet. A sickening snap from her ankle as the foot twisted backward. She forced it from her mind and began to hobble towards the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leapt on the foot, pinned her grandmother, and plunged the weapon deep. Give her back, she screamed. Give her back to me. Like stabbing a rock. A few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. Jade panted laughter again, then raised his tail and sent it rushing towards sent it rushing through the air towards a young girl that was latched to its foot. Tiny never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. She lay on the ground with blood pouring from multiple wounds. A small, weak voice spoke up. Kaine? Kaine's vision blurred. She forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough for her to make out her grandmother's hands reaching out to her through the smoke. Grandma? Kaine, you gotta run. You can't best this one. Kaine grabbed the hands and held on with all her strength. Grandma, come on, we have to go. The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands, slick with blood, slipped from Kaine's grasp and thumped to the ground below. Grandma, no. I said, run, goddammit, you have to live. You have to get through. The thought would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the shade's clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof, down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed from the gas from the creature's toes as the terrible, putrid smell assaulted Kaine's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. The creature finally lifted its appendage. All that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Grandmother was gone. Kaine blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been in hers just a moment before. For a fleeting instant, she could remember the warmth of that embrace, the trembling of the fingers, but then the sensation drifted away on the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Kaine's mind, one after another, faster and faster, until they became meaningless jangle of noise. Kaine screamed, then a thunderous sound that echoed off the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. Shade east forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving into smoke on the ground below. Earth shook with every step as it crept towards its prey. Kaine's body slowly rose as if controlled by a mad puppet master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles, her head lolled dangerously to the side, yet somehow she managed to stand. Staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature, so confident just moments before, took a slow, hesitant step backward, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kaine seized the moment, laughing like a mad woman. She leapt into the air and plunged the shattered hilt of her knife deep into the legs of the shade. Shade shook Kaine off like a fly, sending her crushing to the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as a great weight was resting on it. Moist sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? It is. Think I'm bleeding to death. No, can't die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kaine's mind, something finally broke. The sound of the pain, the smoke, the flames, all of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation repeated over and over again. Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it now! Spark that was Kaine slowly began to flicker and die. She felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blend into one. The distance between heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer. Oh man, that was a lot. That was like an extra 40 fucking minutes.
The beast approaches.
Ah!
Oh, I know.
Oh, the beast approaches. Of course it does. Alright, let's kill it again.
What anger this creature must have. How did it even survive these past 5 years?
I'm not gonna let this happen again. It dies today.
Guys, today.
Sword feels lighter.
It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike it down.
Alright. Well, now that we know this thing's a fucking human, or like a go-go crazy human, it's kind of weird. Get to see these again, I guess. Oh, going back in her head. Oh, more reading. Oh, gently, weakly, softly. Shade, sure that its tormentor was dead, turned and stomped off towards the horizon, stopping along the way to below the one final roar. Couldn't kill it. Shade, beyond imagining, kindly turned her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. It's getting difficult to see, and only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize that her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye to the ruins of her home and noticed a dragged stump of arm resting a few feet away. Yeah, that's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. This is gonna make clapping a real bitch. Ah, cried a sudden voice from the depths of her mind. Finally gonna die, are you? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demo, she thought as unseen as silent. Go to hell before I pluck out your eyes and feed them to a dog. The voice of her childhood terror evaporated into smoke, only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you. The way you can live forever. No, stop. Don't want to live forever. I want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's what you want. The spectral shopkeeper fluttered in and out of existence for a moment, then produced a piece of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Kaine and smiled. Since you rejected my offer, I decided to draw someone else. There's a picture of her grandmother, real as life. Kaine opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, dozens of multi-legged insects began to swarm across the image, tearing at it with sharpened pincers. Stop! No, don't hurt the picture. Kaine reached out with her remaining arm and waved futilely at the air. Oh god, there's a lot of reading. I did not expect this. It's like an hour of reading. Oh, to her surprise, the insects fell off the picture into the ground below, where they vanished into tiny black tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kaine turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch now showed her grandmother as she truly was, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled, then broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried as he danced his jig. It's perfect now. She looks just like you. Ha cha cha cha. I look like that. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Drowning in despair, Kaine laid her head back in the mud and spoke of her ruined house and waited for the end to come. But just before she let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began whispering in her ear. Ain't you got a wish, sunshine? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as if insanity had somehow found a way to take form. Kaine wanted to scream at the voice crawled under her skin. Her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish? Like a prayer or something? Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me, save me. Ha 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 ha. Kanye finally resorted to shouting at the voice with her head or mind. I don't make wishes. They don't come true for me. I'm a curse, a freak. I should be left to die. The other voice boomed in her ears. Wah! Oh god, you are the best. Kanye glanced down and saw a black, shiny substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away. Her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her feet and then began moving up towards the rest of her body. Is this death? Is this what it's like? Or is my mind just losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upward, feeling the hot, searing pain it left in its wake. Whatever else might be happening, she was still alive, and this was real. Come on, said the voice, let it go. Kanye tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain. The newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You're ready to give up, ready to die? So why not let me have it? Have what? Your body. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. I want to stand on the ground, feel the rain, taste the wind. The voice paused, as if licking its lips. When it resumed, it was filled with mad, unabated joy. I want to take your hands and use them to choke the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear out their throats and bathe in the blood, just like before. In response, kind of shifted her head and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her front and mingled with the pain of the approaching black ooze. Are you a shade? Yeah, maybe. What of it? The slime reached her face, crept up past her nose, and slowly oozed into the socket of her missing eye. The moment it touched her brain, Kanye was struck by the most powerful sensation she had ever felt in her life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a small, whispered moan. Feels good, don't it? Asked the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please the ladies. I hate this guy. Give me that body, come on. Give me that body. I'll give you more of this feeling. It's a fair trade. A black lump began to protrude from Kanye's side as she watched it grew longer and thicker, eventually taking the form of her missing arm. I could see better, she thought. My eye must be growing back too. Slime reached up to envelop the rest of her face. She managed to brush it away. Stop, she whispered, marveling at how she had regained her voice. Stop. The black ooze hesitated, as if considering this request, then quickly shimmered down her body before disappearing into a cloud of smoke. Ah, what the hell, Sunshine, screamed the voice. We had a deal. I thought you wanted to die. Grandma said, can't die yet? A brief image of her grandmother, bloody and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that had killed her and heard its mocking laughter. Then closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body was quaking with rage. She opened her eyes again. They burned bright red. That thing took my grandmother. I want to kill it before I die. Annie's glanced down and saw a mysterious pattern. The pattern of the shades burned to her left arm. Well, I'll be damned, said the voice cheerfully. Look at that, Sunshine. I think you and me are going to be good friends now. Annie stared instantly at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more the letters seemed ready to puncture her skin and began infecting the rest of her body. The arm clearly had a will of its own now. Stop. Gotta stop. Holding her left arm in her right, Annie took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. Come on, don't fight it, pleaded the voice. Hate's my favorite dish, and I'm hungry. Let it go. Feel the anger. Burn with fire of revenge. Thirst for blood. Then go out there and... Shut up. Get the hell out of my body. Your body, that's rich, Sunshine. Real rich. Look, why don't you just up and die so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? I bet those buddies of yours in the area would love to see you dead. Honey grabbed a nearby a shard of glass and tried to saw off the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, her darkened left arm grabbed her right wrist, crushed it. Honey screamed and dropped the shard as the sound of bone crushing on bone filled the air. Ah, stupid idiot girl. You're possessed now, Sunshine. And there ain't no going back. The voice laughed again. A long, long wail that seemed to go on without end. Possessed? Whispered Kanye. Kanye West? Kanye West? Yeah, possessed, you and me? We got what you you might call a timeshare arrangement. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, wait till they get a load of you now. Kaine looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller somehow, darker. Is this because of that shade? Is this how they see the world? So listen, purred the voice. I know the whole position thing seems a bit sudden, but it ain't all bad. There's plenty in it for you too. Very powerful creature, Sunshine, and now that power belongs to you. You got enemies, people you want to kill, I can make it happen. The little fat kid who was kept picking on you, that big old shit that squashed your granny, we'll wrap them up in their own assholes. No more abuse for you, Sunshine, no more pain. Wait, said Connie, you're a shade, why would you help me kill another shade? What, you think I'm some kind of racist? Some killing snob? I don't give a goddamn who you murder, honey pants. I just want to drink from the well. Kaine considered this as she struggled to her feet, the power of the shade coursing through her. Smoke from her house was drifting away with the wind. She enjoyed the way the cool evening breeze felt on her new left arm. After a long pause, the voice spoke up again. So how about it, you and me? We could have some good times together. Look, I'll even take care of the bloody part if you don't want. Fuck off, asshole, muttered Kaine. I'll handle the killing. Screamed the voice. Look at you go, Sunshine. We're gonna have so much fun. So listen, my name's Tyran. If you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out in the piece of meat you call a heart. Get to it. The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour. And I like rotten and sour. May found herself nodding at the voice. She said, yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that shade. I'm gonna strangle it with its own guts. When I'm done, I'm gonna do the same to you, Tyran. Count on it. Haha, laughed Tyran. I've shit bigger than you, so good luck with that. But hey, one more thing right now. You and me are sharing this body. If you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, I'm gonna take over everything. But keep on killing, Sunshine, and watch your back. The voice grew fainter and gradually faded away, fading to somewhere deep inside Kaine herself. Kaine waited until she was sure the voice was gone, and waved her new left arm around a few times. It was perfectly normal, she thought. It feels like mine. Desperately, she began poking and prodding at her new limb, determined to find something wrong with it. She didn't want it to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside her had already won. I'm not a shade, I am Kaine. Repeating this mantra in her mind, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, being careful to ignore a certain red-stained spot in the corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, she found what she was looking for. It was a wreath of lunar tears. Though it had been through hell and back, the garland's petals were as bright as ever. Kaine started to place it in her hair, then slowly lowered the wreath and stared at it. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry. I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupted, a freak. This time I don't think there's any going back. Holding the flowers to her heart, Kaine fell to the ground and sobbed. At night gradually lightened to dawn. The people of the area rose to their daily lives. She remained in that position as if tears could somehow wash away the horror that now infected her world.
Alive!
Oh,
Stay alive!
jeez.
Stay alive!
Grandma.
Kaine, you gotta live! You gotta come back to us!
Oh, hey.
That's why she keeps those bandages.
Emil, you were the one calling me, weren't you?
You still recognize me?
Of course. I knew you right away.
Thank you, Kaine.
Welcome back, Kaine.
Wow, you grew up. So, how long has it been?
5 years.
Shit. That's a long time. Any luck with Yona?
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
By the way, this is for you.
Is that a lunar tear?
It's not as good as your grandmother's, but I tried.
No, it's great. Thank you.
Oh, more reading?
Kaine waking from her long petrified
Oh.
sleep. Emil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain. That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all.
Alright, this happens.
Are you kidding me? You can't be serious.
Please try to understand. People are tired and scared, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
This is crap, and you know it.
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand.
Oh, look.
I mean, look at me.
A stupid thing showed up in the chat. I hate this. I hate Twitch.com. Ah. Oh well, that's a given. Whatever, leave it there. It's gonna show up in the video, but hey, whatever.
As long as you're still with us, I can deal with it. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to
Me
sleeping
and
outside.
Doug talked about there's a way to like. Actually, I'm gonna save that and I'm gonna literally get like blacklist that whole like string and see
We'll
if
see
that
you
will
later.
work.
Sorry about this.
I just haven't had the time to do it, but that should stop that from ever happening again. Hopefully. I hate how it easily just
What
targets
is the matter?
like lower viewed like streamers constantly.
Kaine always sleeps outside. Never even occurred to me. Damn it.
We should turn in.
I didn't get much sleep that night. For the first time in my life, I hated Devila. For the first time in my life, I doubted Popola. But those feelings are pointless in the end. They said and did what they did for the sake of the village. To protect it from the horror of the Shades. Really, how can I blame Devila and Popola? In the end, I'm just as bad. Because I never once stopped to think about Kaine and Emil's situation myself. I should apologize to Kaine and Emil. But what good would that even do?
I got a fire going, Kaine.
Wait, is that?
Oh, this is new.
Campfires are weird, aren't they? I feel like I can stare at
New.
I'm so happy to get to talk to you again, Kaine.
Yeah, me too.
I tried everything I could think of to save you, you know. I polished you with a special cloth. I poured warm water over you.
Wait, you poured water on me?
Yeah, but it didn't really do much except make you all shiny.
Hey, Emil. Thanks for saving me.
I guess you noticed how I look different now.
I'm sorry, Emil. I'm sorry for all of it.
Well, I mean, this new form isn't all bad, you know? At least I can look at you when we talk, right? Hey, so why don't you tell me something about yourself?
I'm not very interesting. Sorry.
Come on, I just want to know you better. Please?
Fine. This all happened when I was a kid, before the whole shade possession thing. My body is different. And when the villagers found out about it, they started treating me like a freak. But one person, my grandmother, accepted me just as I was. No matter how bad things got, she gave me the strength to keep going.
She's really special to you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hey! That gives me an idea. Since we cured your petrification, we should start looking for a way to cure your possession in my body. I know we can do it if we all work together. Heck, it'll probably be super easy.
Let me guess. More warm water?
Okay, can we just forget I told you about that?
That's cute.
Sleep well?
Sure.
And yet your red eyes tell a different tale. Don't be so hard on yourself, lad.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Very well.
Alright. I can see. 900 gold. Not like I need it.
What might that be?
It's Mom's diary.
I have not heard you speak much about your mother.
She got the Black Scrawl and died when I was little.
My apologies for bringing it up.
It's all right. I can barely remember her face anymore. This is the only thing I have left of her. Reading it helps remind me of when we were still a family.
I see.
But the final entries get a little strange.
In what way?
Well, here, take a look.
Ah, shit. More reading. System saved.
Say there. Can you not hear me?
Yo! Yo, we Papa!
Why are you standing about like a slack-jawed ninny?
Sorry. Felt like I was dreaming or something.
Sleeping on one's feet is quite the talent indeed. Come now, there's the door.
Right. Let's go.
We Papa. We 40-year-old man now. Proceed beyond this way, you'll be unable to save until the battle is over. Do you want to go through the door? Can I go back? Yeah, let's leave the area right now. Stop. I can always go back, so it's fine. Like, it doesn't matter.
My word.
Something wrong?
I feel as if I've just awoken from a most unpleasant dream.
I know what you mean. That happens to me whenever I read it.
Okay, well, we can go to that fucking next time. I'm done for today. My voice is shot from all that garbage reading. As in, I suck at reading. It was a good read otherwise, but thank you for stopping by. That was something else. A lot happened. We beat NDK. Anyway, that's it. Good night. Oh.